A very good afternoon and warm welcome to all our viewers. On behalf of Human Biologicals Institute and Fearless Against Rabies. Fearless Against Rabies is an initiative by Human Biological Institute to educate about rabies and to reduce the incidence of disease. It is my pleasure to take this opportunity and share about Human Biologicals Institute. Human Biological Institute, a division of Indian Immunologicals Limited, shaping global healthcare by spearheading the One Health initiative. Indian Immunological Limited was established by the National Dairy Development Board (NDTB) in 1982 as its unit and later registered as a company in 1999 with the name Indian Immunologicals Limited. Human Biological Institute was established in the year 1998 when the Government of India requested Indian Immunological Limited to produce a modern tissue culture anti-rabies vaccine to phase out the unsafe nerve tissue vaccine. The first manufacturing facility of Human Biological Institute was established at Ooty. This facility is one of its kind in India to have rolled out first Vero cell culture rabies vaccine in 2000. Subsequently, Human Biological Institute launched other vaccines as well, and currently we are the major player in human vaccines. We are the leaders in anti-rabies vaccine segment and present in around 60 countries, and we are three state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities at Ooty, Gachibowli, and Kalkapatla, also known as Genome Valley. Human Biological Institute has forayed into the market of clinically proven wellness products and infertility ranges of hormones. While coming to our vision, mission, and values, our vision is shaping global healthcare by spearheading the One Health initiative. Our mission is to innovate, produce, and market quality healthcare products and services to improve and extend lives. Our values, we believe in providing affordable products with high quality through continuous and technical innovations and improvement to meet our customers' need. As we know, we are the kind of company who will definitely look after taking care of environment as well. We proudly bring before you the Green Initiative, as we have launched our flagship brand anti-rabies vaccine Abhayara, and with this we have taken significant step to reduce the plastic burden by 160 ton per annum. Well, coming to our corporate social responsibility, as a company, we don't just manufacture and market products, but Human Biological Institute has done a lot in corporate social responsibility and has taken up various projects. One such project is the adoption of government school. So, Indian Immunological Limited has adopted the government schools in the vicinity of its Karkapatla facility in Hyderabad. Another program is Gift Milk Program in coordination with National Dairy Development Board. We are giving additional nutritional supplement to over 1600 school-going children of Telangana and Tamil Nadu. We have also facilitated the setup of oxygen generation plant at the Telangana Institute of Medical Sciences. The unique advantage of this plant is that it is capable of supplying of oxygen to 70 patients at a time. You can always visit us on our website www.indimmune.com. You can contact us on our toll-free number 1800 You can follow us on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also go through our unique initiative on Fight Against Rabies at www.fearlessagainstrabies.com. So, once again, I welcome all our viewers who have joined us live today. Well, in today's session, we are going to learn about a very interesting topic, which is prevention against rabies and post-exposure treatment. As we know that rabies vaccination involves administering vaccine to stimulate body's immune system and provide protection against the rabies virus. And when we talk about pre-exposure vaccination, it is recommended for high-risk individuals. Well, to know more about it, we have extremely special guest with us today. Please welcome Dr. Subodh Kumar. Dr. Subodh Kumar is an outstanding child specialist at Rainbow Clinic and Hospital, Hatia, Ranchi, Jharkhand, with an impressive academic background. Dr. Kumar holds MBBS, MD, and MRCPH London degree, reflecting his commitment to excellence in pediatric medicine. His passion for providing top-notch healthcare to children is evident in his compassionate approach and years of experience at Rainbow Clinic and Hospital. Dr. Kumar leads a dedicated team of medical professionals ensuring every child receives the best possible care and attention. A very warm welcome, Dr. Kumar, on our Fearless Against Rabies platform.
Thank you very much and hello to everyone.
डॉक्टर बिफोर वी स्टार्ट फॉर अवर डिस्कशन टुडे मैं आपसे पहला क्वेश्चन ये पूछना चाहती हूँ कि क्या आप हमें रेबीज के बारे में और मोड्स ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन के बारे में कुछ बताएंगे?
See, first, it could be taken as message also. Rabies is a very old but very fatal. One of the highest fatality rate of rabies due to any infection is rabies. Once it occurs, one if anyone is infected and clinical science has developed, death is inevitable. No cure, no treatment, nothing can save the patient's child. So rabies is a death hand in a nutshell I can define because it infects our brain and spinal cord. We call it as acute encephalomyelitis, and once it infects, it is neither cured. Only palliative treatment and supportive treatment are given for a few days, and the patient is bound to die. And it is caused by rabies virus due to bite or licking by the rabid animal. We will come ahead but which animals can cause. But most common cause is are the dog and dog and among dog or not 99% bite or scratching or licking by the dogs it occurs. But it is surprising to know that most of the rabies infection incidence is due to domestic dog. So we should take care of get vaccinated our domestic and pet animals also, particularly dog. So other animals responsible could be bat, wild animals like jackal, wolf, raccoons, and occasionally and very rarely by rodents, cats, and other feline animals. So further, how to it is it it occurs due to the bite or lick on the by the or touch of the saliva or secretions, their secretions, uh, or the braided skin or due to their scratch or their lick. Due to these rabies virus carrying animals, there are the reservoirs. Incubation period is for 20 to 90 days, but it could range from months to several months to even years have been reported. Now the signs and symptoms, how can be detected, how we can know that the rabies, it is rabies. There most of the cases there are bites, history of bites or by these animals, but very few cases we don't get or the patients don't care or haven't noticed or don't cannot recall that they have been bitten or have been licked by these animals. The constellation of signs and symptoms are very specific or due to rabies. It can range from aerophobia, means when a patient is due to air of the fan or when it is blown on the face, the patient gets get too much fearful and his respiration and activity stops and tries to refrain from the air. Hydrophobia means that when a glass of water is at the very sight of the glass of it is very classic. Very sight of the glass of water, they have become very fearful. Their respiration can go into spasm, respiratory spasm. Their like, muscles of the respiratory muscles can go into spasm. They cannot swallow. They cannot drink. Other systems like autonomic systems can be involved. They cannot swallow, so hypersalivation, lacrimation, excessive sweating. Autonomic system is gets disturbed. Means the temperature is unstable, blood pressure is unstable, and they can have severe sweating also. This way, they present. Cardiac involvement could be there as cardiac failure, arrhythmias means heart rate goes very high and sometimes very low. Arrhythmias and tachyarrhythmias they can go in, become unconscious and comatose. paralysis of the patient can occur, and neuropathy too can occur. And even GI and gastrointestinal means the digestive system ulcers and bleeding from the GI system can occur. So these are the signs and symptoms. And by third way, how we can detect are by the investigations. What could be the how could be detected? We don't get done usually the investigations, but PCR rabies virus can be detected by PCR of the saliva of any fluids of the rabid animals or humans by the saliva, tears, or CSF or any other secretions. They can be detected. Viral cultures, rabies viral culture can be done, and serology when very serology means the antibody to the rabies virus in that animal or person is found in very high titer, then it can be confirmed that person is or the animal is having rabies.
So,
This way we can detect rabies patient, rabies patient. And
Doctor, as you mentioned that how we can detect the rabies. So, the what I want to ask you is then what could be the incubation period for rabies when a person is bitten by the animal?
see, it depends upon the site of bite. If it is the lower limbs, incubation period is more. If it is on the face, incubation period can be 20 days up to 90 days, and sometimes it has been seen up to years and or more. Sometimes, very rarely, it has been seen and detected. It can be a year or more.
So, doctor, are there any kind of categories for animal bites that are considered for rabies?
Simply because we can divide the categories. WHO is also made categories. Our Indian health CDC, AIHA group has also made categories. The bleeding, if the blood is seen, then it could be category 3, whether it is a simple scratch or whether it is just dimpling, a mark of the tooth. And when the blood is seen, multiple bites, it is category 3. When the blood is not seen, it could be category 2 or category 1. In category 2, blood is not seen, but there is on the bare skin there could be scratch or some mark or lick on the bare skin. So that is category 2. But blood is not found. There is no oozing or bleeding at site. Tooth mark can be there. And when there is nothing, suppose the animal has just licked on the tooth, on the cloth, then it comes in category 1. There is just licking on the cloth, or skin is not abraded or no scratch is there, then it comes under category 1. So there are three categories, 1, 2. So accordingly, we have to manage the patient. In category 1, uh, we have to do nothing, only to wash the site of the bite, washing. Category 2, also we have to wash the site of the bite, and anti-rabies vaccine has to be taken. Category 3, we have to wash the site of the bite with rabies vaccine along with rabies immunoglobulin has to be taken. Now the washing is also very important. Not just wash for a minute or two. Washing should be done by soap or detergent with free flow water, not in a, just put a hand or limbs or any side the side of the bite in a bucket of water and go on washing. You shouldn't do that. Free flow of water under the tap, or even if bucket free flow is not available, through the bucket, someone should pour water on the at the side of the bite for 50 minutes and should be washed with this one detergent and soap. And iodinated solution like betadine can be applied at the site of the bite. If there is wound has not to be stitched, neither bandaged nor dressed. But if the wound is large, if there is large wound, then loose stitching can be done so that the secretions and blood can pour out. But before suturing, the site of the bite has to be filtered in and around the site of the bite. Rabies immunoglobulin, half of the calculated amount what we give to that patient, should be filtered in and around the wound. Then only stitches will be done.
So, doctor, as you mentioned about this word called rabies, anti-rabies immunoglobulin. So, doctor, I will request you, can you please explain our viewer once again that what is anti-rabies immunoglobulin and how exactly it is used in the treatment of rabies?
See, there are two type of vaccinations or immunization we can say how a patient is immunized. One is ready-made immunoglobulins. In this case, rabies immunoglobulin, which is ready-made and is derived from human or horse blood. Those who have been infected, uh, immunoglobulin means antibodies. Antibodies against rabies has been derived from these animals, human or horse blood, and that is called rabies immunoglobulin. In any vaccination like tetanus also has immunoglobulin. Tetanus tet globe we call it, and by other name also comes. So it is ready-made immunoglobulin, so that it is given immediately after bite in category 3 bite in rabies, and when in other cases also like having road traffic accidents, even if the patient is immunized, tet globe has to be given. Why it has to be given? Because it provides immediate protection against the offending agent. In this case, the rabies virus. How it is to be given? Because it is ready-made antibodies, it neutralizes the virus at the site of the wound. So that's why half of the calculated dose be included in the and beside the wound and just around the wound. If the calculated dose is, if there are multiple bites, sometimes problem comes how to give there are multiple bites. So half of the calculated dose we give by infiltrations at the sites, that can be diluted to give at the multiple sites. But if uh, the bite is one or two, directly we can give the undiluted rabies immunoglobulin at the site. This is the use of rabies immunoglobulin. And along with that, and immediately it has to be given as early as possible. There is no way out. Once there is category 3 bite of rabies, don't take, one has not to take any chance because rabies is a death hand. That I want to insist and pass my message to the masses and people and even to every government and bodies and NGOs also. It is death end. There is no life once life ends very soon once the rabies is developed. So this should be readily available, whatever the cost and wherever it is available in the government center, people should rush immediately and within an hour or two to take the rabies globally along with the vaccine. So it is very important
Thank you, doctor,
for that.
for telling the message as well. Doctor, I want to ask you is what are the different
For
type?
that, once rabies one has taken, so single time one has to take in a life. Next time, even after a bite, it is not needed. And because before the next bite, in the first bite, when the patient, the child or the adult is bitten first of first time, anti-rabies vaccination is different. The patient has antibody and has some immunity. So rabies anti-immunity second time is not. Uh, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you, doctor. Doctor, I want to ask you is so what are the different kinds of different types of rabies vaccines which are available, and what is the actual recommended schedule for individuals who are bitten by the rabies or who are at a risk of exposure?
See, there are uh, nowadays there were two types of vaccinations before were more, but initially there was nerve tissue derived, but it has lot of vaccine failures rates also and quite severe allergic reaction also there was associated with it. So it is now obsolete. Now cell culture vaccine are recommended by WHO and any other body. So, cell culture derived could be human diploid cell, aerosol, chick embryo, or duck kidney. These are the four types, and mostly what we are using and commercially available centers also it is cell derived vaccine, which is inactivated with the other types
Uh,
nowadays.
Doctor, next question I want to ask you is, as you mentioned about the re-exposure to rabies in the earlier questions, Doctor, I want to ask you is there any protocol for managing re-exposure to rabies, and how does it differ from the initial post-exposure prophylaxis treatment?
See, re-exposure if it is within 3 months of taken full course of rabies vaccination, whether it could be pre-exposure prophylaxis or post-exposure prophylaxis, then no need to repeat the course. When the time elapsed is of second bite pre-exposure is more than 3 months, then two doses has to be given at 0 and 3 months, 0 and 3 days. It could be intradermal also, or it could be IM also. At the same time, other system is if the patient is unable to attend on third day, it could be traveling or it is living in far place, so cannot come to the center again. Four doses intradermal vaccination can be given at the same time at both sides, both arms and both legs, anterolateral part. So this is the schedule of the re-exposure profile treatment of the vaccine.
Uh, is, yes, Doctor. So,
And yeah, continue please.
yes, please, you were saying something, Doctor. Please go ahead.
And if rabies immunoglobulin has been taken in category 3 by before, then no need further to do it because the patient is already immunized.
So,
Yeah.
Doctor, I want to ask you is, as you are mentioning about the post-exposure prophylaxis as well as the re-exposure. Uh, how should one person manage the animal bite, which is a very important nowadays?
Proper cleaning of the wound is the most important, as I explained.
Yes.
If you want, I can explain again. Cleaning means uh, the extremities or the part eaten by the animal has to be kept under the running water, under the tap, or free flowing water from the bucket can also be poured for 50 minutes by soap and detergent. And it is estimated that 50% of the virus gets cleared by this cleaning of the food. And then iodinated solution like betadine can be applied at the site. Wounds should not be sutured or dressed or tightly binded. If wound is very deep and wide, then light sutures after infiltration of the rabies immunoglobulin can be done. In this way, wound cleaning can be done. Then, if according to category, vaccination has to be received. If category 1 is there, no vaccination is needed. If category 2 bite is there, then post-exposure prophylaxis, which can be taken by the patient. But in this case, also rabies immunization is not needed. But in category 3, where blood has oozed out or is bleeding, then it is category 3 bite. Then post-exposure prophylaxis vaccine has to be along with rabies immunoglobulin has to be given. Post-exposure prophylaxis is two doses, two sites intradermal vaccination of 0.1 ml rabies vaccination on day 037 means 6 doses has to be taken in within a week, or 4 doses IM can be taken one at each time on day 037 to 14 to fourth dose will be between 14 to 28 days. That will be the fourth dose. Or the patient has constant have time or living at far place, then two sites At the two sites, IM at once at the first visit on day 0 can be given, or one site IM at days 0, 7, and 21 can be. 4 doses may not be taken, but as soon as possible has to be taken.
Okay.
And big, as I told, is category 3 along with it. This is post exposure profile.
So, thank you so much, doctor, for giving answers very briefly and very simply for us to understand that what is the how one should manage animal bite as well as about the post-exposure and pre-exposure prophylaxis. Doctor, well, in the end, I want to ask you. I would request you that can you please again share the most crucial information about the rabies disease that the general public should be aware of.
See, rabies is very fatal, most fatal disease I have ever known. Deadliest. I don't know any other infection or any other infirmity or any other disease as so deadly, in which 99.9% death is inevitable once the rabies clinical science has developed. So, uh, even after a bite or licking of the patient, every citizen should be eager to take the vaccine according to the category. So, one should consult a doctor, nearby doctor, or a nearby health center where government is providing free of the cost of the vaccination. And what I feel that uh, kids, particularly kids, are more vulnerable to the stray dogs. They usually play, fiddle, even give food to the stray dogs. Sometimes they pelt stones. They are more from 5 to 15 years. They are more prone to be bitten by the stray dogs. So all what I feel, though we are not following, all dogs should also be, whether domestic or stray, should be vaccinated by the government also, and the domestic animals by the personal, the owners should get vaccinated. And once the bite has happened, according to category, treatment has to be taken, and there is no excuse at all. There is no excuse where it's not costly vaccine. It's अभी हम लोग जो
Yes.
वैक्सीन लगाते हैं what pediatrics vaccine to 1 to 2 year age of the kid, even 5,000 6,000 rupees vaccine is coming. This is just 350 to 400 rupees. The cost is nothing. Once the life is saved, cost is nothing. And I have worked in IDS hospital. I have seen that the most जिसको बोला जाता है हृदय विदारक एंड मानविक डेथ मैंने देखा है किसी का, तो वो होता है रेबीज पेशेंट का। रेबीज पेशेंट को 2 दरवाजे के अंदर रखा जाता है इन्फेक्शियस डिजीज हॉस्पिटल में, खाना दरवाजे के नीचे से बढ़ा दिया जाता है, एंड द पर्सन हु इज इन्फेक्टेड ही कैन नॉट टच हिज ओन पीपल, his own family members, his own kids. He cries a lot. मैंने देखा है ये death. इससे ज्यादा दर्दनाक डेथ मैंने नहीं देखा है किसी भी पेशेंट। और ये so one has to be very cautious with that animal one. So proper advice and proper treatment one has to be taken. And I think, I feel, and we see government should also, government is providing in Delhi when I was, uh, even monkey bite, dog bite, many patients were coming to the clinic, which means hospital, government hospital for the rabies vaccine. And daily, I think more than 100 vaccines were used in which I hospital was working, duty hospital. So it should be included in the national immunization schedule, because once pre-exposure prophylaxis to national immunization schedule comes to the, is taken by the public, by kids also, then post exposure, just re-exposure, we don't we don't need to bother. Within a day or two, for 2 doses has to go and can take for the re-exposure profile. And those who are working in laboratory where vaccine is prepared, where the tests are done for the rabies antibodies and all, veterinarians, and those who are travelers to endemic areas, population who are living in endemic areas, they should take, at least they should take or the vaccine properly, and so that death life is death is prevented from the bite of the animal. So we all should unite together and work and fight to get this rabies vaccination included in the schedule, and every clinic, every hospital, government or private, should should have a banner that rabies has no rabies is a death and should be prevented at all costs. And vaccine is very cheap and not so costly. Even intradermal vaccination nowadays costs nothing. That is the use of the intradermal and highly effective and more effective than IM. So the cost is coming to just 10 rupees or 15 rupees and almost near to the government. Very into less than 10 5. That's why the intradermal vaccine was uh, invented by the government at the time. So we should utilize all patients and all parents should utilize vaccination, rabies vaccination. And other.
So, yes, doctor. Yes, doctor. Go ahead, please.
And for the burden, if you want to see the burden, no, see, we don't hear the death or but those who are working in infectious disease hospital, they can bring out the exact data how many patients are getting admitted and there is no treatment and death is inevitable. But worldwide, it is calculated every year 60 to 70,000 deaths occurs due to rabies worldwide, and mostly in Africa and Asia, and most in the children by 5 to 15 years adolescent age, because they play with dogs, fiddle with dogs, they even feed the stray dogs, and they don't notice and don't complain that they have been licked or this one bitten by a stray dog or some other dog. So, and it is very old and highly fatal, most fatal disease I have ever seen, even more than any cancer. What of the deadliest cancer with which life is 6 to 8 months, 10 months, 12 months, even even you can say COVID. COVID is one was very deadly, but death rate is not. Death rate in second lockdown was high, but in this death rate is highest among all the mankind. 99.9, more than 99%. Yes. Even in the world, it is recorded that after having rabies, only one patient has been saved, and after vaccine due to vaccine failure or some other reason, those who have been vaccinated, two patients had contracted rabies and has been saved. So three records are there, and unofficially one or two I have heard. I don't know whether it is correct or not, but usually more than 99%. So it is very important vaccine for our life, for the benefit of the mass and humankind, our kids and the family members. We should be very cautious uh, whenever the animals, whether pet, domestic or wild animals, leaks or are bite. So it has to be a must and must.
Thank you so much, doctor, for giving us most crucial information and also telling us a lot about the rabies as well. And so, thank you once again, doctor. It was a very wonderful session. We wholeheartedly thank you, doctor.
And I still wonder why
Yes.
it is not so commonly used. Uh, in our area also, I have seen people are not coming forward to take the vaccine. Before 10 days, one has to wait before the system was there. 10 days wait, watch for the dog. But now it is not there, neither promoted by the government, such type of waiting time and protocols. But still, people are not coming forward for the vaccination because I am a pediatrician and uh, practicing in the community, working in various hospitals also. So, what should in Delhi and other metros also people are aware, but in smaller cities, B grade and C grade particularly cities, people are not much aloof and not much aware of the such situation. So by the banners and hoardings, all we should, government should also promote such awareness among the people, even TV programs, but even by the celebrities, like the hoardings in jungles were installed, or regarding MR vaccine, polio vaccine. So similarly for rabies also it has to be installed, and celebrities would come forward to promote and to make aware people about it. It is very important. Many countries, European countries and all, it is commonly taken by. So thank you very much. It was nice talking and discussing, and I would like look forward for another some specific issues, sensitive health-related preventive and treatment issues through your company or through other way. So I am much glad to share my experiences and thoughts regarding it and ailments, morbidities, and mortality and ways to prevent
Uh,
such.
Doctor,
So thank you so
thank you.
much. Yeah,
Hello, am I audible, doctor?
yeah, you
Well,
are audible. Please
yes,
go ahead.
thank you so much, doctor, for giving us a lot of information on today's session and also telling us that once clinical symptoms appear, rabies is 100% fatal. Thank you so much, doctor, for giving us again a lot of information on today's session. We wholeheartedly thank you, doctor, on behalf of my team as well as Human Biological Institute for sparing your most valuable time with us. And I know a lot of people who are watching us today are benefited from this wonderful session. Well,
Yeah, definitely. Because we work in the community, in the hospital, we see daily various type of ailments, various type of problems, the preventable deaths. So we too are moved, and we too are greatly uh, fall into such pathos that why such thing happens, which is preventable, has to be preventable, and it is easy and very cheap also.
well,
So we should also all follow what we speak and what we learn and what we want to promote and make people aware. Thank you.
thank you once again, Doctor. And I want to request our audience as well that you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter to get more updates on live talk with expert doctors across the nation. With that, I wish everyone a very good evening. Thank you so much, Doctor. A very good evening to you.